So let's talk about Nigerian football. Let's talk about Nigerian football. We have to discuss about this. Sometimes I feel about these young players in the streets that want to become a footballer in Nigeria. I feel for our home base. I feel for our journalists. I feel for our journalists. These guys are trying. You guys do not understand what I'm saying. You do not understand. Where is the investment in our football body as a whole? Tell me where the investment is. There is none. Look around you. Look at your state. Where is the field? Where is the stadium? Where is the pitch? Where is the training ground? Where is the facilities? Nothing. I mean, before in football, in Nigerian football, we can say that okay, there are a lot of players that came up from the street to their local league, to the local clubs. From the local clubs, they were called to play in the maybe under 21, under this thing. Then they are called to the nation, to the Super Eagles. From the Super Eagles, they now make it to the Europe. There are a lot of people that are like that before. But now, as I'm talking to you, you will first of all make it to the Europe first. The ambition of every young Nigerian aspiring player is to make it in the Europe first before they can be called. Let's take Uche for example. They called Uche because he break through. That is why they are looking at him, because they don't even trust their homegrown players. Because are you trusting the players that you didn't invest in? Let me tell you guys something. Football is not a magic. I was watching South African football. I was watching their program. If you see how their journalists, we are talking about South African football, the rivals, everything concerning this football. If you see this way, these guys were talking about it. They were talking about the rivals, the everything, the analysis, the players. They were calling the players name after the other. But do you know that in Nigeria, some of our journalists do not know when our home state or the club that they claim they are supporting, the next match, they do not know. The next match of Enyimba, you don't know. The next match of Enugu Rangers, you don't know. What you are after now is Super Eagles to play on Thursday, and that's all. Because there's no investment. NFF have killed our football body. They have messed it up. And when we want to talk about these things, a lot of people will come out and say, protect the country, protect the image of the country. What are you protecting? We are dying. This is just like someone that is I mean, my God, someone that is suffering I don't know how to say it, but they will tell you to shut up, don't talk. Or a woman that's suffering domestic violence, they will not tell the woman to shut up, don't talk, don't expose your husband, and they are dying inside. That is how our football in Nigeria is now. Our sports, let me not even talk about sports, because the only thing that is even trying to survive is the football, and it's dying. That is my pain. Football is the only thing that is even trying to hold leg. That is the only thing that is uniting this country. Imagine any time that there is Super Eagles playing, bro, just check the atmosphere. It's always different. There is this hope that comes back to Nigerians. I say that, oh boy, we have to enjoy this. These people are going to represent us again. This is the only time we are going to support this country. The only time Nigerians are patriotic is when Super Eagles is playing. And the same evil guys are out there to destroy it again. And this is the same thing we are talking about. Let us tackle these things. Let these guys up their game. So look at the Super Eagles coming out now to even say that they will not train if they are not paid their bonuses. So if they can hold Super Eagles bonus, like if they can hold them, these big players, if they can hold them, what about our home base? What about the faith? Me and you now, what is our faith? If these guys can hold these guys, if they can hold Chukwueze, Osimhen, if they can hold Ndidi, I mean, what is the hope of our home base? What is their hope? And this is what we have been talking about. The Our football body is dying. Guy, I was watching South Africa match, bro. If you watch South Africa match, you will shed tears. Fans fill the stadium. Come and see passion. Come and see football culture. Women, old women, everybody is interested in their team. You are interested in your team. I'm telling you, field was filled up when Chelsea was playing match. Field was filled up when Manchester United were playing their match. They don't care about those ones because they know. God, look at their national team, home base throughout. Can we do that? No, we don't even trust our home base. Why? Because we know what we are doing. We are not investing in them. How much are they earning? Bro, no respect for our even local players. They can pass and they can be talked at anyhow because you know that these guys do not want shit. They do not want anything. So at the end of the day, they are not regarded in the society. But these guys in their home in South Africa are worshipped. We can learn from a lot of them. And it is not even only South Africa. Bro, a lot of African countries are now picking up in football. A lot of African countries are now fighting to come out in football. So what Kenya is building, the stadium Kenya is raising. Look at a lot of African countries are raising stadiums. If you have not been to Uyo, bro, you accept the whole hype Uyo is getting. If you have not been to Uyo, you might accept the whole hype. But if I tell you that Uyo itself is mid, forget about what you are seeing in the picture or in the video. Uyo itself is mid for a country like Nigeria. Uyo is mid as a stadium. Uyo still they drop board. They go play, drop board. Nothing is moving. They go drop board, carry down, go take film. And these things do not even watch shit. But we go hype am because now the only place where we feed them. You go there, they watch ball, they take time. Oh God, they take time online. They take time online. You are taking your time. You are inside the pitch. You are taking live score to know the time. How crazy it is, but we are hyping Uyo. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that we need to do better. Forget it. We need to do better. Oh God. Let's see. I'll be dropping my previews about Nigerian football coming next. So make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you.